welcome back to the show. We are joined once again by Zina Arinze. She is a divorce reinvention coach and the founder of Believe and Live Again. So Believe and Live Again is a post-divorce lifestyle coaching and mentoring service for female professionals, entrepreneurs, and businesswomen. Zina helps you regain your feminine power after divorce, separation, or traumatic relation breakdown. So Zina, it's a very heavy subject, and I appreciate your time to come on the show and help our viewers out.
Thank you so much, Kirsten. Deeply appreciated. Thanks for having me again.
Absolutely. So first of all, let's get into the question that we weren't able to address last time, which is how did you deal with this whole divorce process? Were you able to find the support you needed?
To be honest, I wasn't. I felt overwhelmed, I felt lonely, I felt confused. Yes, I had my family, I had friends, and I cried on their shoulder and all that, but it was, all I wanted to do was just to roll up and die. I didn't know who I could speak to. I didn't even know. To answer your question, no. I know, knowing what I know now, I know there were books out there, but people didn't really talk about divorce so much. It was still, there was a stigma around it. It was like, you were a fallen woman. And this is just like, I'm not talking about 50 years ago. I'm talking about, 5, 6, 7 years ago. People were thinking, well, if you were able to get married, you should have been able to keep it. I suppose there was help out there, but I didn't know any. I didn't know any divorced people, so I was the only one. So no, unfortunately, no.
Now, you also have children, and this whole experience obviously was rather traumatic for them. How can you limit the negative impact of divorce on your children?
I think the first thing you really must do is that you've got to tell your children the truth. You've got to tell them that, look, your daddy and I, or your mommy and I, we both love you and we love you very, very much. But, we don't love each other anymore in that way. We like each other, but we don't, and we've decided to live apart. But we love you, and it's nothing to do with you. It's not because you broke a cup, or because, you fell off your bike or anything like that. We both love you that's number one. And if you can really, really do this, if you can get to do this with your partner, it makes all the difference. You get your partner and you say, you know what, we've got to tell the kids, we've got to break this news to them together. Another thing that I think is really, really important is that you've got to celebrate your children, because they will be feeling extremely vulnerable, just like you are, but they'll be feeling even worse. They're already going to be thinking it's their fault. They're going to be thinking that maybe they did something wrong. So you've got to celebrate, the good things that they do. And even when they are a little bit naughty or they act up, you've got to try your best, yes, to discipline them, but to discipline them in love. So don't, say bad words, or don't say, well, you're just like your father or you're just like your mother. And try your best. This is a biggie. No matter what happens, try your best not to say negative things about your ex-spouse, in front of the children. So don't say, well, your dad was a terrible man, or he was a drunkard, or he was a cheater, or whatever. You've got to always say positive things about, your ex-spouse to the children, so that they have a relationship with him or her. Because at the end of the day, he's their father, or she's their mother, and they need to have a relationship with them. They need to be able to respect them in their own right. Especially when your children are growing older and they become teenagers, they're not always going to listen to mommy, or they're not always going to listen to daddy. So you need to have that ally, like CSI or Law and Order, good cop, bad cops, a bit like Olivia and I've forgotten the other guy, so one guy is a good one and the other one's so that you build their trust and their confidence. You can't allow their self-esteem to go down, no matter what you're going through. They can't see you crying. They can't see you looking sad. And then they will say, Mommy, what's wrong? You say, oh, nothing. You've got to know how to, carry this forward. It's really, really hard. So I'm not making it sound as if it's so easy, but it's something that you've got to do. Remember that your children are, the leaders of tomorrow. So whatever you do to them as kids, you're basically forming their lives.
Right.
If you mess up, you've messed up their life.
So Zina, tell us a little bit about some of the services that you offer through your company.
Right. We do webinars. I have 3 monthly webinars. Anyone's invited to join. Where we talk, give you some tried and tested strategies to help you move you along, to help you get out of the rut. We talk about, changing your mindset, because the biggie is how to change your mindset from being a we, where you and your spouse, to now a me. So that's we do strategies on that. We also hold workshops, 1-day events, 3-day events. We have reinvention spas. We have home study programs, and we also offer one-to-one VIP services. That's on a one-to-one basis. In addition to that, we've got blog posts, so there's lots of useful information. And if you're in the middle where you don't know whether you're moving forward or not, maybe you're still on the divorce process or you're considering it, we also offer a service where we signpost you to people that can speak to you, that can help you either save your marriage, because at the end of the day, no one wants to come out of you. If you're in that midway, help you save your marriage, talk you through, help to send you to arbitration or mediators that can help to resolve this, or if not, help to walk you through, signpost you to attorneys or lawyers that can help you to make sure that you do this as amicably and as untraumatic, if there's such a word like that, as possible.
Well, obviously you have a solution for varying stages and also varying budgets.
Absolutely.
Well, Zina, it's great to have you on again. Thanks very much for taking time.
Very much. Thank you very much, Kirsten. It's been such a blast. Thank you, and bye.
We've been speaking with Zina Arinze. She is a divorce reinvention coach and the founder of Believe and Live Again. Check out their website. And thanks once again for joining us on the program. Take care.